it's Leah at buttercreamparties.com. Today I want to share my gluten-free cut-out sugar cookie recipe with you guys. This is a no-chill recipe, so it's nice and quick. To make these gluten-free, I'm going to be using my favorite gluten-free flour. It is the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour. I think that this works best and has the best texture and flavor for sugar cookies. We're going to start with 3 cups of this gluten-free flour, and I am using the scoop and level method. So I just like to put my measuring cup into a bowl. Make sure that the bowl is flat on the bottom so that the level or the measuring cup stays level. And you're just going to fill it up and then take the flat side of a knife to scoop it level, and that's the scoop and level method. So 3 cups. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and set that bowl aside. What's nice is that you can then just pour this bowl of flour back into your bag. You can also set some aside for when you're rolling out the cookies. Alright, into this bowl of flour, we are going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then you're just going to want to give that a stir, make sure it's mixed in. And then you'll want to set this aside, and we're going to get to our mixing bowl. We're going to be using our paddle attachment for these sugar cookies. We're going to start with 2 sticks or 1 cup of salted butter. This butter should be cold, straight from the refrigerator, and you're going to want to cube it so that it doesn't fly out of the mixer as easily, and it also just makes it easier to mix it since it is so cold. Alright, and then you are going to pour in 1 cup of granulated sugar, and you are going to mix this together until the butter and the sugar are creamed together. Alright, and then you're going to want to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. You can get away with using a teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons, but I always love adding more vanilla, so I do 1 full tablespoon. And then you're also going to want to add in 1 egg. So go ahead and turn your mixer back on. You're going to mix this until the egg and the vanilla extract is incorporated into that butter and sugar mixture. Alright, and at this part we are going to start slowly adding in that gluten-free flour and baking powder mixture. You want to go slowly because if you add too much in, it can fly out of your stand mixer, but also it can get a little bit clumpy. It's just nice to do like maybe 1/3 or half of it at a time, mix it up, and then go back and add in the other, 2/3 or 1/2. If you guys like the content on this YouTube channel, it would mean so much to me if you could like the video and subscribe, maybe leave a comment or share it. That really helps me, and it helps me know if this is the right kind of content that you want, or if you want more just sugar cookie decorating videos as opposed to recipes. I always recommend having a rubber spatula on hand when you're making sugar cookies because sometimes a little bit of it just doesn't want to pull away from the bowl and form that nice sugar cookie ball. So you can use a rubber spatula to scrape the edges, and that'll really help get it all incorporated together. All right, so then you're going to want to flour your work surface a little bit, and we are going to press the dough into a ball shape. I usually work with about half of the dough at a time just because my cookie sheet doesn't fit that many cookies. And also, the more you kind of play with this dough, the more likely you're going to get large cracks in it. And this dough already will dry not crumbly. I don't know. You'll see when it comes out of the oven, but it looks a little bit more rough in appearance. And so just adding even more texture into that cookie can kind of break it down. So try to only roll these cookies out, you know, 1 to 2, maybe 3 times to avoid them breaking down. I'm using my Joseph adjustable rolling pin here. I have it set at 3/8. You can also do 1/4, but since I use buttercream, I like to use 3/8 of a cookie. I think it's a better thickness for buttercream frosting. And then I have a lined aluminum baking sheet. I am using parchment paper, although I feel like it works better if you have like a Silpat or some sort of silicone baking mat. Mine I need to replace, so I'm just using parchment paper for now. My cookie sheet fits 6 cookies usually pretty well. You do want to leave maybe 2 inches in between each cookie so that they don't spread in the oven. And you're going to bake this at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes or until the tops no longer look wet. All right, so here you can see them pulled out of the oven. The tops are no longer wet. You can see that texture I was talking about. It looks worse on camera than it does in person. But yeah, it works perfectly fine to decorate buttercream sugar cookies with. With royal icing, you might want to do a thicker bottom layer, but I don't have any issues with it. So yeah, that's my gluten-free sugar cookie recipe. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what more you would like to see on this channel. All right, thanks guys. Bye.